GoPro. Oh, GoPro tail.
Cut some cards. What's up, everybody? This is Iggycacti. I'm out here with Grandma here. We're just enjoying the evening, taking it easy, passing the time as usual since we're stuck out here most days. So I figure I get good at shooting slingshots. So I'm gonna try to cut cards from my distance. I'm probably gonna I'll be standing no further than this stick here, this small tree that's growing. 425. Right here is 25 pieces. Okay. Okay. So about right there is about 25 paces. I'm just shooting just to have fun. I'm not really trying to compete or nothing. It's just boring out here, so gets pretty boring way out here in the reservation. So I just passed most days just trying to get good at this. But it's all right. So I'm gonna be shooting a short draw today, and I'm gonna be using my Simple Shot Scout LT2. It's the very first slingshot that I bought last year, in June of last year. So that's how I got into the hobby. But anyway, I'm going to be shooting a .4 latex Simple Shot black, and I got it cut at 6 1/8 today. I shaved off 1/8 of my usual 6 1/4 length, So just so I can there's a little bit more tension to the draw. And I got it cut at a 22 12, and I already got a tear going right there, but I have plenty of bands cut. So I'll also be using these other frames that I have banded up. I'm using the Scout X and the cleaver. I got this one cut at 1812 0.4, and that's a 6 1/4. I got it cut at 6 1/4 just to give me a little bit of a leeway with the tension with the TTF draw. So I'll be using that. That's an 1812. That's mainly like a target practicing taper. It's not really going to tear the cans up very much. It's just going to give it a good loud pop. So, but like I said, I'll be trying to cut, or I'll see how accurate I can get with that little card that I got set up in there too. But also I've got my Scout X banded. This one is at a 2212 taper, and it is cut at 6 1/4 inch draw length. Excuse me. And I'm just using these I'm not too sure what they are, but they're pretty grippy, especially when they're new. These ones are actually for the smaller ammo, for like 8mm or 5/16. But today I am going to be I have switched though. Those are some of my old pouches that I had sitting around, so I've switched to 9.5mm or 3/8 ammo. So those are my 100mm frames. So I'll be using like 3 different frames today. But anyway, let me check see if anybody's in here. Hey, what's up? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tie the lemur. What's going on, guys? Bald Kid, what's going on? Hello, Matthew Rivero, Lisa. Just out here spending time with the grandma here. We're just out here shooting slingshots. That's all. Just enjoying the evening. I have kind of got bored of just shooting cans all day, so I actually, oh, this is my grandma here.
Yeah, I'm the one that kind of keeps scores and tell him, and he shoots him way out there, or wherever the target is at. So I sit here and one after another, just making scores for the
Yeah, she had an old pack of old thing of
old
cards
cards.
here, so I figure I make some targets out of them just to
One
put
of my
something
old
interesting.
cards.
So that's at about 20 paces from this stick here. So yeah, that's grandma though, Grandma Wheezy. So
Grandma Weezy.
she's usually out here watching me. So thank you guys for
Have fun watching him.
yeah. So, but I'm gonna warm up and then I'll see if I can hit that card out of this deck here. These are just old cards. They've been sitting around for a while. I don't personally play cards, so this is out of grandma's extra. But I'm gonna see if I can knock that can around for a little bit. I have my Scout LT2, and I got this cut at 6 1/4 inches and 2212 taper, and I'm just using the regular microfiber pouches with 3/8 ammo today. So that's what I got it paired for. All right. I was getting like rowdy fork hits before. Like I was using the wider frame, like the 100 millimeter frame before. I got really accustomed to that for like a month or two, but then I decided to go back down to 90 millimeter, and I kept getting fork hits. But I finally got the hang of it. I just gotta dial in. That's all.
All right.
I hit the rope, the string.
One.
No, that was it. I hit the cord.
Next one. It's two now. All right. That's the third one.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to get used to like when I'm like I just switched to the 90 millimeter fork width. So I have a a certain anchor point. I use it like this part of my cheekbone, like right here, as the my reference point because it's directly under where my eye, like where I can see. So I always refer to that part of the cheekbone. There's a certain place, like right in the middle, like right in the middle of my cheekbone is where my reference point for 90 millimeter is. And then if I wanted to go 100 mil, I can go under the cheekbone, and uh, I can hit dead on every time. But I just had to get used to the uh, the 90 again. So that's what I'm trying to get used to, and I'm trying to work with the tension. That's what I'm trying to keep my form straight, and I'm trying to get that tension. See, when I lift my elbow, I'm trying to I'm trying to get it to where everything lines up in my form, and then all that's left is just the tension. I just work with the tension. So
There's a rainbow over there. You're gonna have to look. Another one.
like this is my first time with like point 0.4 latex, but I'm using 3/8 steel pad with it, which isn't really recommended. But uh, I'm just getting accustomed to the light draw. So that's why I was saying it with the lighter latex, and like if like you cut your band length a little bit longer, so you give yourself a little bit of extra leeway. That teaches you how to use your form when your tension is not as tight. When your tension is not as tight, then you give yourself a little bit extra. Um, then that's where your form comes in, because if your bands are too tight, like if you have hot bands you can really trick yourself into like thinking that you have a good shot or good form. Or I think that's where band slap comes in too. Like people get a lot of band slap.
All right, another one. Six.
I think I think I got my anchor point figured. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to get that playing card right at the bottom. Let's see if all my theory comes into. Let's see if it pays off. About right here is 25 paces. So
Get over here. Come here. Come. This here. No. Oh.
I hit that the plastic, but those 55 gallon or 55 gallon water barrels are pretty nifty. Those it sounds loud, but they're just bouncing off. Like I said, these tapers like with the distance and then the thinness, it's not really that effective. I was shooting at a can like all day before it decided to give way. So these aren't really hunting bands. These are made like practice bands. It's crazy. Like I'm just trying to teach myself to go with the flow, like with the latex. So right at the like when I feel the tension, right when I got it, when I have everything lined up, that's when like the flow comes in. You just work with the you just go with the flow at that point. Once you're lined up. I don't know if you can if you can get that, but I'm trying to. I keep this in mind when I'm shooting. I gotta keep. I line both of my elbows up, and then from there, that's where everything lines up. See, so from my draw, that's how I kind of keep everything lined up. So, um, so I try to operate. I have like a muscle memory to where when I pick up like a slingshot, I automatically my muscles know what to do. Like I'm in that zone. So you just got to work with the tension at that point. Because once you get everything lined up, like see, let's see. I don't know if I can get that, but once you get everything lined up, see, it's like right on the cheekbone. See, this has to be straight. You can't really be canting, and that's where like the ergoness of the frame comes in too. You just let it settle into your frame hand. Just let it settle in and do its thing. And then once it's good and once you have everything lined up, then just go ahead and release. That's what I mean. Work with the tension. rest.
I'm okay.
Well, I was supposed to be aiming for the card, but I'm getting a little bit of tear in there. I thought I was. Yeah, right here. This is kind of thin latex. I also saw like a pinhole tear somewhere, so this is gonna give way. I've been practicing with this like almost 2 days now, so it's good that I retire these ones. But in the meantime, I'm gonna try a different frame. I'll try this one because it's a little bigger. It's the same thing, but this this taper is only uh an eighth longer, so there's a little bit. It's a little bit more forgiving with the tension. Oh, I was aiming for the card and I hit the card. Let's see how that was.
Wow. Right
A little
almost
bit.
in the center.
No, I still had a little bit.
No, on top.
Yeah, that's where I hit it right there, though.
Yeah.
But that's let's see. But that was with the. That's because that's what I mean. With my cheekbone right here. I just that's where my anchor point is. I know automatically because it's the way I gauge it is because it's right underneath my eye right here, like in the center. So if you're having trouble and you're shooting a short draw, try to gauge it by where your eyeball's at, and then you can feel your cheekbone and just kind of go off of that, and then yeah. But with 100 mil, that's I'm almost there. I'm almost there. So I'm gonna try it again. So I got it here. I'm gonna try to work with the anchor point and see if I can't get in the middle. All right, Bella, no harassing me. All right, let me try this now. Blue healer. There's no brown healer. You're nipping at my heels. Ah, man, that's not how you're supposed to do it. Let me try for the can first. I don't know why I'm. Let me warm up again. Okay, now let me go for the card now, because I got my anchor point. What I was talking about. like right here. It's directly under my eye, and I try to keep my head straight, so it's right there. See, so when everything's going out, if I'm going to lean over, it's going to be like right there.
Oh, you hear that?
So
This, the bottom one.
that was working with the tension. So let's go check that out. I don't think
Calendar, or that
I don't
little card.
I don't think I hit it in the center though. I think I was a little bit off, but we'll see. I hit that dead center.
Okay. All right.
Holy cow! Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that. I just caught that live. Holy cow! Dead center. Bam. Look at that dead center, guys. What's going on? Who did I miss? Matthew Rivero, what's up? That was from earlier. Hey, Ropa. Al Triano, what's going on, man? Just hit it dead center, man. I got it. From that twig there is like 20 paces. So somewhere right around there, 20 paces. All right. I'm going to add that to the other hits. We're just practicing though. Sorry, I wasn't trying to ignore you guys. I didn't know anybody was in here. But I'm just sitting here. We're just you know who that is, Grandma Wheezy. We're just enjoying the evening. It's nice and cool out here, so yeah, she's just grandma being grandma. So we're just out here. I got tired of just shooting cans today, so I was trying to really nail down my anchor points. Like I got a Scout LT2 and a Scout, so and then a cleaver out here, and I'm trying to get my anchor point down, like down pack. But that's pretty good at 20 paces, though. I think. Let me. I'm gonna try one more on the same, and see if I can't get my grouping. Maybe.
I'm gonna get me a blanket.
Okay. Well, I'll let Grandma go inside and get her blanket, but it's kind of chilly out here for her, I guess. We had a little bit of rain. I was hoping we had more, but we did not. So, yeah. But that's pretty good, though. I was surprised. I didn't know I was going to catch that on live. That's pretty cool. But on second thought, though, I think I'll start with a new one. So, this one out of the dirty deck. The old cards that were sitting around. I want to try that one. So sorry guys, I need some of my my drink here. Powerade. It still is a hot day though, I think. For me it is. All right, let's go try with the same frame. All right, so I got pretty good with like a 100mm because I've been practicing that for the last couple of months, and my anchor points. But I'm trying to get real good at like down packed with my anchor point. So I thought I was before, but then when I switched back to the smaller frames, it was like, oh, what the heck? I thought I had this down. So I got to get the theory behind it down. But I'm using a 2212 taper, 6 1/4. I got it cut down to active length, and I'm just using these. I forget what you call these, but they're really grippy when they're brand new. But yeah. So, and I'm using 3/8 steel ammunition. And let me try to take the can down first, and then I'll go for the card. Oh, that was an unintentional card hit. That it was because of a pouch tweak. These pouches here are originally meant for like smaller ammo, like 5/16 ammo. But that was a pouch tweak. I actually hit the card instead, but I was aiming for the can. So let's go check it.
What did you do? Hit it again?
Yeah.
Wow.
I got it at the bottom right corner this time. That was unintentional. It was because of the pit pouches. Hey, what's up, Hicks? Just going through an old deck of cards. This was an unintentional hit. Right there just now. I was actually aiming for the can over there. That's a good 20 paces that way from that twig there, that right here. So I had gotten that one earlier. I'm just trying to explain anchor points, and I'm using 100mm of frame right now. So that was a doozy right there. I like that one. But I was actually trying to hit the can first to warm up in the catch box down there, and this one was unintentional. So I'm gonna try to get it in the center, so I'll put it back up. But I'd like to knock the can down first though. I've just got my my setup like it's that cord that comes out of the tent poles, you know, like the elastic paracord, I guess is what it is, or elastic something. But I just have that strung along the bottom there, and I'm using like old clamps from like jumper cables. So I just have that clamped onto that there, and that's where I put my card. All right, I'm gonna try to knock the can down, not the card just yet.
You hear it,
Let me
you can hear
I keep
that when we hit it, you can hear the inside of that barrel.
you can hear the backdrop. Yep. But I keep wanting to switch my hold, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try with the cleaver here. I got this one cut at this is actually 1812 taper, just target practicing taper, but I got it cut at a 6.25 inch active length, and it's a 0.4 latex and 3/8. So I'm gonna try it out with the cleaver TTF, but I'm gonna go for the can first.
Oh, there goes another one. Another one. Yeah, I keep score on them. The amount of one she hits, I mark it down.
Yeah.
I mark all his, when he hits one of those, I mark it down. So
Yeah, she's just chilling.
for,
Grandma being
for
grandma.
last week, he had made over 2,000.
2,000?
Just hitting.
Uh-oh.
But that's a pretty good job of it.
Hold on. Yeah, that's Grandma Wheezy. Hello. Yeah, so she's just enjoying her day. Let's get back to the task at hand. All right. Hickson, Oklahoma says, hello, Grandma.
Hello.
They helped us out that last time when I was trying to get out to the...
Put the, every time he hits, I mark it down.
Yeah, so...
And stuff like that. So I just mark it like last week he made over 2,000 hits.
That's what she says, though. I don't know if that's true.
I just sit here and just mark it every time he hits it.
To me, yeah, that's what she does. But to me, I'm just out here to relax. I don't really count, or I'm not really in competition right now. So I'm just out here to amaze myself. I guess this is pretty cool. Yeah, web shooter, what's going on? Long time no see. I'm out here with the cleaver. I got it cut 0.4 latex simple shot black, and I got an active band length of 6.25, and I'm trying to send down some 3/8 ammo. So that's what I just got. I was using both of my scouts, both my LT and my X, but I want to switch up my hold, and I'm trying to really nail down my it has been a minute, man. Yeah, web shooter. I just stepped away from the phone and the YouTube for a little bit, you know. uh so but we're okay. We're still trucking through and we're all right. It's still the same old, but we're okay. So I'm out here with the cleaver. I'm gonna try to take that can down that's out there. Uh I have a can up there and then I have a card sitting on the bottom, but uh I'm trying to demonstrate my anchor points. So I'm gonna try to take the can off first, and then I'll go for the can on the bottom.
Baby, get over here. Get over here. Yay, another one.
Anchor point. Oh, you ever hear that elastic like when you go to draw and you kind of hear that elastic tweak a little bit? It's like tick, tick, tick. When you're drawing and you think something's wrong, and then here it throws your shot off. Now I have to inspect. Uh, that looks okay, I guess. Always good to inspect the bands. I had to start using like the little tool that they send to when you're making your bands to like the little tool. You know what I'm talking about with the tab. I actually started using that for my wrap and tuck methods because I couldn't get my fat thumb in there.
Another one. Another one.
Love this frame though. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm still trying to track me down a scorpion, man. Like I don't know. Yeah, yeah, I'm working it. Oh, you guys are chatting. Sorry, but yeah, I love this frame though. It's been a minute. I I actually misplaced two of the screws, so nothing wrong with wrap and tuck though. I like wrap and tuck. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got that nice little aiming dimple right there too, so it's no big deal. Yeah. And then another thing too, I don't know why, but I'm gonna try to make it like a personal goal to take my time on camera before I send my shot. That way, I'm not out here wasting your time and trying to and rushing through a shot. So I'm gonna try and take my time, guys. Yeah. Shooting TTF is pretty much the same thing, except instead of the follow through like that, it feels like you got more of a release, like a pull release almost, but you don't really pull. You just that's like the release of the tension instead of a follow through. It's more of like a pull release. I should have put a meaner taper on it though, instead of the 1812. I just gotta get that anchor point. That's what I'm trying to really get down. I think what really helps too is the tension. Like if you're stuck and you're trying to find your anchor point, like the tension will help to guide you through too, because you can feel the tension line up at the end of your draw. And usually if you kind of adjust a little bit, take the time to adjust, that's make sure you have a good grip on your ammo. But if you just adjust just a little bit like that, but you'll feel the tension in both this and that and your draw, especially when you kind of lift your elbow to where you're in line with your shot. So it's like right there. So if I'm gonna set up for a shot, I just gotta keep that in mind, and it's gonna be like somewhere right there with the tension. So
Yeah.
I cut these. I was cutting my bands at 6 1/4, but since this is a thinner latex, I think I better bump it or take a little bit off. Maybe I took an eighth off with my new bands, but I might have to take a little bit more. Well, let me switch to a different frame because I want to really tear those cans up. Bear with me, guys. I gotta switch these bands anyway. These ones are about to tear. They're kind of rubbing in the corner there too a little bit. So, bear with me. I'm gonna run inside and Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks, Web Shooter. Yeah, I'm gonna hurry up and switch my bands real quick. I have some pre-made inside, so but except these ones are cut with like a 2214 taper because these are point this is .4 latex, so I figure I give myself a little bit more at the small head here. So I'm gonna try it out. I haven't this is my first time trying that with the small a thinner latex. So I'll be right back. Oh, before here, Grandma, you want to talk to them for a little bit while I go get my. I'll just let Grandma talk to you. She can sit there and tell. How is your day going, Grandma? Just
Great.
let him.
Going great so far. But
Yeah, I guess she has nothing to talk about right now. Nothing interesting. We'll let you know. But Grandma's right there to keep you guys company. In the meantime, I'll be right back.
baby. Come on. Come on. What happened to your feet, huh?
Here it is. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to keep you guys waiting. I'm trying to look for my hex key. So, I don't know. I'm trying to figure because like when I cut my band sets, I made band sets for both OTT and TTF. So I'm trying to tussle with myself whether I want to throw some TTF or OTT on the old Scout, the old LT2 here. Let me go get some. Let me go get a band set. All right. So after some experimentation, I got my personal, well, with 0.4 latex anyway. I narrowed it down to 6 and an 8 active band length instead of the 6 1/4. Just to give myself that little bit more a feel of attention. And I got this 2214 this time. So just to give it a little bit more heat. Let's see if that actually works out. So let me pop these on. So how's everybody's day going? Ours is just going same old, same old. Seems like nothing ever gets better sometimes, but still gotta pray. We still pray. We still push through. I don't mean to get all religious and all this and that. I gotta cut back on that. But anyway, I like this LT2 because it's easy to put in. Like it's easy to switch bands. I'm pretty proficient with wrap and tuck. There's nothing wrong with wrap and tuck. I like to do that because it kind of gives me something to do with the leftover latex instead of just wasting it, I guess. But, all right, first couple of shots are going to be off because these still have to settle in. You can see that there, the knots. They're still going to have to settle in. There's still a little bit of space there. When I use crystal string and then I do a constrictor knot, then I end it with a square knot. So that's how I make my bands. But let's go try this because I'm excited to try this taper with a thinner latex and a shorter active length. So let me try it. Good for hitting the barrel, I guess. It's good that I'm hitting the barrel. Oh. See, after two shots, that's where the you see the knots there. They kind of settled in more. These ones here, they settled in just a little bit more after 2. Once they settle in all the way, then it won't be so my shots won't be so awkward. going all over the place.
Too far off.
Yeah, it's because well, I'm trying to get myself reaccustomed to a 90 mil fork width. I keep
Getting cold.
for a while there. I was practicing with 85, and then I was like all over the place. I was like 90. I couldn't settle with the frame, but I want to. This is about the right size, I guess, in my pocket and kind of like a everyday carry sort of thing. So I'm trying to practice with my 90. So I'm just out here with the 100 mils. That way I could kind of differentiate on my like I can really nail down exactly where I'm at. I'm trying to get really precise with it. So ow.
No.
That's just a hairy kiwi.
Distraction.
That's like a real life. You ever watch that original Shrek with the balloons? That's she's always bloated and she's got skinny limbs and she's walking around on the ground. It's like if only she could float and I could tie a string to her. Fill her up with what is that stuff called? That gas. You threw my shirt
Hey.
off, man.
You cut it out.
This dog.
You cut it out.
Ooh, that's a mean taper. That is a mean taper.
Did you hit it?
I don't know. I don't think so, but yeah, this is. I'll tell you what though. Once I almost kind of dialed in there, but I tell you what, that's a mean taper. That 2214 with .4 latex and 3/8 ammo. That's a mean taper. Holy cow! But if I could actually hit the target, this is actually kind of making me a little bit frustrated.
You keep missing it.
I just got to work with the draw. That's what the tension. It's just the
You're
tension.
about an inch from hitting it.
Yeah, that last time I had it at 2212. This is actually 2214. So I'm just trying to find the right tension. So or gauge the tension, I guess you would say.
Hmm.
Hold on. Sounds like there's kids over there. So uh, and then plus I only have an hour, so it's getting kind of dark. Maybe we'll try this again tomorrow because tomorrow's Saturday anyway. But yeah, well, we'll go live or we'll figure something out more interesting to do. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.